Hey, hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to share things you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too, with strategy and intention. So, this is day number 4. This is an opportunity for us to continue to explore your social media, specifically your social media engagement. We're talking about some smart things you can do to work on engaging your audience. Now, this is a 7-day Q&A challenge. So my challenge for you is for 7 days to ask a really strategic and intentional question to your audience on your social media platforms, right? Now, today's focus word is who. Who. I feel like an owl today. Remember Mr. Owl? Who. Okay, so before we start there, let me say, hey, welcome back to my OGs. Mwah. Welcome to the first time for my newbies. I have been doing this for almost 2 decades now as a web designer, infopreneur, and mentor to others who are looking to explore their next best step when it comes to building their businesses online. If you find that this is something that you are enjoying, make sure that you tap on the love, the hearts, the likes, all that good stuff. And feel free to tag your business here. Bring them on in into the virtual building. Share, because that's what it's all about. Last but not least, if you're catching me on the replay side, you can always drop into the comment box, #replays rock. So, all right, y'all, let's rock out. What I've been doing every day is saying to you, number one, this is inspired by my content club. We meet on Sundays so I can help my mentees work on their content creation. So last Sunday, I said, y'all, I'm going to give you 7 questions, and every day you're going to work on asking your audience a question. Okay. I said, you know what? Let me take y'all inside of the content club, and I'm going to give you that same challenge that I gave to them. Okay. So now that we're on day number 4, the key word here is who. And I want you to be able to say, who's fill in the blank, right? So I'm going to give you some keywords to pair with the word who. One of them is ready. Who's ready to Who's ready to work on their content creation? If you don't know, you can actually go over to sistersense.com/TCC to get the 5-week extension of the content creation program. If you've missed our first 7 weeks, sign up for the extension to get the next 5 weeks as part of the experience, right? Who's ready? Okay. So I want you to think about when it comes to an offer, or whether it be a paid offer or a free offer that you're trying to sell, can you use the keyword who and ready to create a really engaging question? Now, here's the deal about the who questions that I absolutely love when it comes to creating open-ended questions that help you with engagement and get people excited. This is about getting people to raise their hand. Like, you may not be able to see them, but when they see what you've said, you want them to be like, oh my God, me. All right. Me, right? Think about that. We see so much on a daily basis. We see so much on television. We see so much when we're driving. We see so much scrolling through social media platforms. We see so much in our email inbox. What the who question does is it stops the right people. Because one of my favorite sisters and sayings is, I'm not here for everybody, I'm here for the right bodies. And even if your community is small, what you want to be able to do is to get people's attention, A, engage, E, and you want to convert, C. Now, some of you are in spaces where maybe your community is big or small, or you don't have a community at all. You're trying to build this thing, right? As you're trying to build, you want to put these questions into your content. You don't always just want to create information and share a bunch of stuff and just kind of talk at people. You want to ask better questions, okay? So the who question, and feel free to let me know who needs to work on asking more questions, right? Who needs to work on that? That's another one of the keywords, needs, right? Who's ready? Who needs to work on their content creation? Who needs to work on conversion, engagement? Who needs to work on asking more questions, right? Feel free, by the way, these are not rhetorical questions. As I go through this process, feel free to say, me, that's me, LaShonda. So that's something that I want you to consider as well. I'm going to give you 5 possible keywords that you could pair with the word who and to create a great question you can share with your audience. Number one. Number two, for all of the questions that I'm sharing with you guys as part of this 7-day challenge, number one, remember that this is actually a part of my content club, right? And I taught this to my mentees. We have our virtual content club meetup every Sunday. If you're not in it, you want to get in it now so that you can participate in the extension, which gives you access to the next 5 weeks of Content Club Sunday sessions that we do. In addition to sharing these strategies with you, they're also templates. So every week I give my mentees graphics in Canva that they can customize to put in their engagement content based on what we're focused on. And this week, it's all about the 7-day challenge, right? So you want to be able to turn these into graphics. You want to use text or even video to interact with your audience and get their attention. Remember, the goal here is to get people to raise their hand. And the people who raise their hand and say, me, those are the people you are going to convert, right? You're going to get them to subscribe. You're going to get them to follow you. You're going to get them to buy your stuff. Those are the 3 growth goals I want you to focus on. Write that down somewhere. When it comes to your growth goals online, you should be focused on getting more followers, more email subscribers, and more actual paying customers on a consistent basis. Those are the 3 growth goals that you need to focus on, okay? So in this case, when it comes to engagement, we're asking questions, and we're asking the who question so people can go, wait, me, right? And when they say me, we convert, right? So engage, get their attention, convert. 1, 2, 3. So here are a couple of keywords to pair with who. Who's ready, right? Who needs? Who wants? Who's looking for, right? Who's looking for a web designer? I'm so I'm so tired, y'all. I've been working on one of my clients' websites today, and the end of the year and the beginning of the year are always crazy because people either need and or want to build their website before the year ends or just to kick off the new year. So it's crazy busy for me right now, right? Who needs a website? Right? Who needs to work on WordPress? Work on their WordPress skills, work on building their WordPress website. I do my monthly mastermind, and this month in my mastermind, it's all about working with WordPress, right? So I sent out an email to my audience, and I'm like, who needs to work in WordPress? People were like, oh my God, they opened it because it connected to them, right? The people who don't need to work in WordPress, they're going to be like, okay, whatever, delete. The people who are interested and they go, oh my gosh, that's me. What is she talking about? They're going to open the email. They're going to engage. So interesting enough, before I jumped on this live, I actually saw an email from a gentleman on my list, and he said to me, oh my gosh, like everything that you're saying is speaking to us because this is all stuff that we got to work on right now. And we need to hire you because we've got to work on WordPress, right? I had somebody email me and she said, oh my gosh, I missed the mastermind. Is the replay up? Because I need to work on my WordPress right now. That's why I love who questions, because they are specific, they are intentional, and they cut through the white noise. So let's do a quick activity. Again, I've got 5 keywords to pair with who, but what I want you to do is I want you to think about for yourself, what was the last email or what was the last social media post that stopped you in your tracks? Like for real, you were scrolling through your email inbox and you're like, delete, spam, God, I don't care. Wait, what? What was that? What stopped you, right? Or when you were strolling through Facebook or Instagram, you're like, okay, that's cute. Wait, what was that? Go back. Why did you stop? Something about that connected and resonated with you, got your attention. So when we use those who questions, really it's about sifting through the white noise, and the person who is your target person, your perfect person, they're going to see it and go, oh my gosh, that's me. Okay. So write down these keywords, boo, because I'm going to say them one more time and then that's it. Okay. Feel free to drop them into the comment box for me. If you are in a space where you're going to try to create a who question, you can ask the following: who's ready? who's interested, who needs, who's wants, who's looking. Okay? Hey, welcome. Feel free to check in with me. Let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. My girl Monique is in the building. Hey. So, all right, y'all, Monique and everybody who's watching, who is ready? Who's interested? Who needs? Who wants? Who's looking? And fill it out. Now, you can do whatever you want with the who, but those are a few that I want you to think about. One of my favorite quotes that I know of is, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And on Wednesdays, I have my clarity calls. By the way, if ever you want to talk with me privately, you can go to callme.sistersense.com to schedule a call. So I had a clarity call with a client. This was our first session. And she said, first of all, I've been following you for like forever. I love everything that you do, right? And she's like, when I started following you, I wanted to talk to you, but I had nothing. I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not. She's like, but now I have my products. I'm ready. And I'm so excited to talk to you. And I said, girl, you know, I ain't going nowhere. And I always say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? It took some time, several years of her just kind of following and watching my journey and watching me teach. But in that moment, she was like, I'm ready, right? So I could easily say, who's ready to talk to me? Who's ready to schedule a clarity call with your girl to get some clarity around your next best business step when it comes to monetization, marketing, and sales? You ready? I got you, boo. Go to sistersense.com and you can take a look at the services, or you can go directly to callme.sistersense.com. Who's ready? Who's looking for a web designer? I got you, right? Who needs or wants to work on their content creation? Because, boo, if you need to work on your content, then you need to be in the content club, right? Every Sunday, that's what we do. We work on content creation so we can prep and rock out the next week with strategy and intention. Now, last week, I did a 1K weekend challenge. Did you guys see that? I had an awesome offer. I did it for the weekend, and then a few people missed it. So for my late people, I said, okay, I'm going to extend it. And that is the Work With Me bundle. That's going to give you an opportunity to get registered for Back to Business, to get into my content club, to get a clarity call with me, and some other good too. So, baby, if you want to get 5 for like, I don't even know, I think it's like 75% off or something crazy like that. 5 for literally nothing, you need to go get the Work With Me bundle, because everything that's in there is amazing. You get access to my Fire and Focus 5-figure focus program, how to work on your 5-figure goals, whether you're working towards 5 figures on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, or annual basis, depending upon who you are and what your revenue goals are, right? The 5-figure focus program is in there. Back to Business Live Plus replays is in there. My clarity call, you get an opportunity to talk to yours truly, plus work with me and my mentees as part of the content club. All of that. You think TCC is good, the extension? Baby, you need to get the Work With Me bundle. It's over at sistersense.com/WWMB, which stands for Work With Me bundle, right? Don't forget the www, right? But that's only for a limited time. So you have the opportunity of just getting the content club, or honestly getting the content club plus everything else. That's the super size bundle. So who's ready? Who's ready to work with me? Who's ready to work inside of my community? Plus, you get a mastermind pass in there. You get 3 months, 90 days inside of my mastermind as well, which is pretty freaking awesome, right? And so that's what I want you to do. I want you to think about how you can use the who's ready, who's looking, who needs, who wants, the who's question to create engagement, to get people's attention and work on your conversions, okay? Hey, Charlie, I was actually just talking about you. As if somebody emailed me today and was like, I need to work on WordPress based on me sending out that question, who needs to work with WordPress? Awesome. This student is ready. I love it, right? Divine right timing, because I randomly jump on here every day, by the way. So the fact that you are here at the time that I did this is just divine right timing. That's what I always like to say. So welcome, Charlie. Hey, hey. Of course, guys, feel free, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you turn on alerts and notifications so you can see when I'm live, so you can jump on here live with me. And feel free to tag your business besties who need to work on what we're talking about today. So Charlie, feel free to take a look at the Work With Me bundle. It's got the clarity call in there, plus some other good. Or you can always email sizzlesense@gmail.com, but you already got my email. So you can email me. And of course, as you're on the sizzlesense.com website, you can always click that gray tab on the right to send me a voice message. A lot of my clients, both local and international, love that because they have the opportunity to basically talk to me via the voice message. Gives you 90 seconds and then I can talk to you right back. My newest client, she's in Atlanta, but last week I spoke to one of my new clients is in the Virgin Islands, another one's in Costa Rica. So I've got one of my favorite ladies, Denise, she's in Suriname. I've got a lot of UK clients. So basically everywhere somebody is looking for somebody to support them and help them work on their entrepreneurial goals, I'm here. And that tool, by the way, that I use for my voice messaging, I'm just going to just drop that on y'all because some of y'all need to be working on your WordPress. That tool is called SpeakPipe, SpeakPipe. Absolutely love it. And so this week, when I did the first webinar for the mastermind on working with WordPress, I talked about different plugins, different blog posts. I talked about different platforms that you can use to work on maximizing your blog and really making it work for you. And one of the plugins I shared is one of my absolute favorites, which is SpeakPipe. So y'all get a little bit of the mastermind absolutely free, especially those of you who are looking to engage with your audience and give them the opportunity to communicate with you directly without having to get on the phone, because that is definitely a time saver. So people can send me a 90-second message and I can send them back and we can kind of go back and forth, but I don't have to do it immediately. I can do it on my time, but still be relatively responsive. So got off a little bit on a tangent, but it is about engagement, attention, and conversions. And one of the best ways to convert is through communication. So when people are confused and they have questions about what you're offering, being able to send you a message and have you message them back and they can hear your voice and they know you're a real person, it's like, nothing like it. So, all right, y'all, that's it for today. I wanted to make sure that I can talk to you about today's keyword, which is who, who's ... Fill in the blank, use these keywords. And of course, I'm going to have another good one for you tomorrow as we go into day number 5 of 7 days of Q&A. All right, y'all, till tomorrow, take care. Bye, Charlie. Hopefully I'll talk to you via email. Bye, guys.